Welcome back to Into the Breach. Last time we used the efficient and reliable Rift Walkers to learn the basics of the game. Now we'll try to go faster using the Rusting Hulks. R.S.T weather manipulators allow these mechs to take advantage of smoke storms everywhere. And also we get emerging technologies achievement just for having unlocked one, which means extra FTL coins. So the Rusting Hulks want Overpower a power grid twice, deal 12 damage with electric smoke, and take no mech or building damage in a single battle. The Storm Generator is the characteristic of this squad, where smoke deals damage to enemy units every turn. The Pulse Mech does not do smoke, just pushes everything around, but the Artillery ranged class can be used both to attack a faraway mech and to produce a smoke. Instead, the Brute flies over a target, dropping an explosive smoke bombs. An interesting mechanic, the flying unit. I'll keep Bethany, which I locked last time, but we got grid defense and mech HP, the least useful skills on both our pilots, so I'll start fresh, basically reset the experience, and get into it. I was given another chance to save the world. It all depends on this island. I can do this. So you can attempt to unlock the islands you have locked in any order, but difficulty will scale depending on how many islands you've completed this game. And you can already see you can pick the leader, the Vec and leader that you want. Here we have a Flaming Beetle, which we already seen, but I just wanted to start from Pinnacle. Bethany is also from Pinnacle. I prefer to get rid of this earlier and then leave the R.S.T with a lot of smoke already on the map for last. I'm going to try 4 island run. I hope you can respect both forms of life on this island, organic and mechanical. So we have easier map, no 3 objectives, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, so this part is compulsory, cannot avoid. We need to pick 4, so we can pick those 4, but still, this one is inevitable. So let's start with this. The local coolant station detonated, releasing storms of cryonanites into the atmosphere. Avoid them or your mechs may be flash frozen. We get environment. Ice storm marked tiles will be frozen at the start of the enemy turn. And this is a ranged mech that can be more useful at close quarters. And here we have the ice storm, so this Vec and this mech will get frozen. And the energy shield provided by Bethany. Shield block damage and negative effects, fire, freezing, acid. But I don't think it works with the ice storm. Could be interesting to try, but we need to worry about those 3. So we have the Leaper, which webbing target, the Scarab and the Alpha counterpart, which deal 3 damage instead of 1. The rocket mech is not too useful in this situation, could have reached here, could have smoked this and killed this, or vice versa. Also, cannot really do much. But what we can do is just kill the Leaper. So Bethany is free to move and, well, reach the only place she can reach. And now the smoke, the electric smoke, besides not being able to attack or repair, it will damage. So we'll be able to add 1 extra damage at the cost of 3 power cores, but for now is enough to kill Scarab and push this away. likes every form of life except for the Vec, for obvious reasons. Vec extraction are preventing unit mobility, which is not too bad in this case because you can just push both of them. The objectives are very easy, take less than 3 grid damage and protect the power generator, so I don't need to kill everything, but still I think for the XP I think I want to do that. Smoke slowing it down and also killing it. So the Flash Frozen is actually very helpful. Missions with 1 corporate reward and 1 power are actually easier than the one with 2 corporate rewards. So the power objectives are for struggling players. Now we have a Soldier Psion with Invigorating Spores, or other Vec receives +1 HP as long as the Psion is living. So if this gets frozen, it's actually not a good thing because we won't be able to kill him instantly. So we have a warning also here because the storm will go away, I presume. Otherwise, well, since every time there's something on the tile, you'll get the warning. Also, this one is almost dead, so no need to kill Coral, which is a generic pilot from Pinnacle, because Android. Zoe is from Detritus. So in this situation, it's a bit cramped, but we can move away. And if not for the Psion, this would kill. But the Leaper attacks first. So what we want to do is to kill this one. We just drown. Vec cannot swim unless they are massive, like the island leaders. So now the environment acts first, so I get frozen first, and then the Firefly would kill me. But unfortunately, because of the thing, because of the Psion, that won't be enough. So what I'm going to do is to repair, and yeah, I need to avoid damage from the Leaper. Fortunately, I don't think it will actually take damage here. Let's see. So all this will get frozen. Yes, it takes damage at first, and then his friend left it, broke the ice. Also, I was able to freely block a spawn thanks to the ice. So I think cannot want to get as much XP as possible, but I don't want to waste time thinking the optimal solution. So I think I just leave it like this. And I can also press spacebar because crippling the systems. But it's enough. 3 cheers for the rusting hulks. Everything is operating at peak efficiency. I thank you. All good now. And we can pick from freeze and defend both robots, break 5 buildings out to the ice, and block Vec spawning 3 times. And here it's a very easy mission, just we also have defending shields active, so extra help instead of a red warning, and protect the coal plant. I do the sub-zero range First, one of my environmental processes crashed, and the result was an entire city encased in ice. The lives within it are still functioning, but they will die if not freed in time. I need to break 5 buildings and block 3 spawns, which not the best squad to do this, but hopefully you get more fireflies targeting these faraway buildings. And a temporary escort craft called Time Pod has landed. Be sure to follow safety protocols for opening this pod, but the Vec will not attack unless we push them on top of the Time Pod. It is safe. So now you see that Vec are actually helping us breaking buildings out the ice, but it's again risk reward, because if this Vec attacks again, it will destroy. Next turn it will destroy both buildings. It's an Alpha Leaper dealing 5 damage. I'll target Leaper, rescue the pod, and make this destroy 1. And block a spawn. So destroy 1, ice myself. 5 buildings are a lot. So I think I'm going to do like this, so that I can block an extra spawn. I also almost kill this one. Electric damage, unfortunately, we need to make 12 damage. We'll surely need to upgrade, so that's why doing now the 4 island run is actually helpful, because my main objective was to unlock every squad, so to get every achievement, to have the coins for everything. But now we can move away and let this Vec break out the ice. It's 2 turns, so we don't have spawns last turn, so we need to block 1 now, and this one is perfect. So this one will block, and can ignore this one and break. We can actually break 1 ourselves, so leave this one. So actually don't really care for 1 damage here, so I'm going to do the job myself and kill this firefly at the same time. One turn in advance. We did everything, and we just need to survive. This one is not a danger. It's an easy turn if I can reach. Great shot. And we get some XP. Perfect victory. Thank you for minimizing impact on the surface. I'm still getting positive pings from the majority of microbots in the region. Also got that time pod, so let's see what's inside. We got the Vice Fist, which is a prime class. We don't have the combat. The picture, there's the combat from mech from last time. Grab a unit and toss it behind you. We would need to use an extra power core to power this up. Perfect battle used in a generic term from the population inside the buildings, but perfect battle is no mech or building damage in a single battle. Although usually you consider a perfect run when there's no building damage. Also, we need to fill up the power grid. But this will be... we need to focus on protecting the buildings, and then the power will come naturally from the missions. Of course, the storm generator can be put on anyone, so we could just give up storm generator and use the Vice Fist. I could use one core to shield, or to add one range here. So, but just for this time, I will add Vice Fists. She's an engineer, so she would like to try something different. And we have blocks back spawning 3 times, protect the core plant. We have cryo mines here, and interesting map here, but I'll show you some missions are quite similar. Some missions are basically a palette swap from one island to the other, so the cryo mines are original. So I'm going to do this. Calculate there are still 373 cryo mines in this area intended for pacification of hostile machines. Keep your sensor on high. You cannot actually land on the mines, but what you can do is push back on it. We'll talk more about the AI, but on purpose the Vec are very dumb, so they will not worry about mines, whether they are cryo mines or explosive ones. They will just jump on it. Actually, the Soldier Psyno did a very good move, because he only cannot attack, it just adds 1 HP to everyone, so shielding himself with ice is actually a very good move. I think it's random. I'm going to smoke to try the combination. Smoke and ice should destroy the ice and then hit once to get the electric damage, protected by the ice, and then 1 damage here. And we need to block. I'm going to lose the shield immediately if I block. Yes, I'm going to block here. We lose the shield, but... oh no, it's got... okay, now it's on purpose. Because usually Vec are very dumb, but this Scion is the smartest one. So what you can do, the Jet Mech has high mobility but just 2 health. It cannot run around too much, but still can move like this. Can shield 1 damage. Actually, what I want to do is kill this one. I would get myself frozen. Luckily, can always undo move. And this one will break the alpha out of the ice, which is not ideal. So I think what I want to do is to move here. So attack cancelled, and still get 1 damage, and destroy. Actually, not destroy, just leave the alpha beetle here, so the beetle here, so the alpha firefly can stay frozen, and this one will die. Next turn. I guess the Scion has outsmarted me. I don't need to kill him. There are reinforcements from below, so we blocked enough. I want to take no mech or building damage in a single battle, so that's against blocking. Still, would be useful to block again. We don't have high damage capabilities. Many spawns to not block. Actually, if I hit him, we won't block here, but still. Just Tuvek emerging. Was afraid of the alpha one. Seems that the frozen friends are high priority target. I cannot kill this one. Nor this one, so I'll just leave it like this. Can repair, but it doesn't work for the achievement. Repair damage is still damage. Just like building damage recovered from with power grids is ruins a perfect run. Excellent news, my prognosticator sub-process has dramatically increased the odds of our survival based on your victory. This encouraging news. Before the Vec arrive, destroy everything. So, going to freeze and defend both robots. Again, unique mission for this island. These machines are not currently themselves. Look past their functioning aggression and see them as living beings. Yes, we have accepted that advanced AI is a living being in this universe. We have actually Coral here. And these are piercing beam, damage reduced by range, but we need to save them. And to do this, we have a freeze tank. So I'm going to put both of them in a line, hoping that the bot targets me instead of building. And didn't go as planned. Or maybe it couldn't reach. Let's see. Yes, it couldn't reach, but I prefer to take this strange position for some reason instead of the more optimal strategy. Because its piercing beam does not pierce buildings or mountain, I believe. But it just, stops at mountains, but pierces mechs. The Psionic will be always the same once the island is set. So we can use our Pulse Mech to move one of them away without killing them, and actually is the only option. So Pulse Mech with pushing and non-damage is actually very helpful in these missions. So I will push this away, kill this Psion. Actually, I don't want to block because blocking 4 turns is a long strategy. So I'm just going to kill the Psion before anyone else arrives. And tank has 4 movement. Also another generic Pinnacle pilot. You cannot actually move in water because it's not massive. So here, well, we are flying, so we don't have an issue. And I cannot, once you attack with any mech, you cannot undo move for the movement on the other one, so I'm forced to do this. And I just wanted to show you that this mech will say waterlogged. Instead, the freeze tank will die, so it won't allow me to hit. It's not an issue. Actually, it may be an issue if this I need to plan ahead because this bot can move everywhere, and even here. So I need to all my 4 movements to reach him. So I would get him next turn for sure. And then I can block a spawn or just, I don't know, block. Physically block. So that I cannot move to go around. No matter the odds, we'll win if we work together. Bethany. It's a very optimistic person. It would be great to drown the Alpha Leaper. Basically only the island leaders are massive, so we'll die in water, or we can freeze. So we can use the freeze tank to freeze it. Unfortunately, yeah, it shows the worst thing because this bot is shielded by this one, but luckily, oh right, I cannot move this way because there's water, so I'm actually stuck. And if I push this robot into water, it will die. So I need to push it again with Pulse Mech. If I want to save and then freeze him next turn. It's not ideal, but yeah, it's the only way. Of course, cannot walk on water. Wouldn't be fair. But if we freeze this one is free because it stops the attack. So we can move around. And then yeah, since we are flying, we can move or use our Vice Fist. Not a pretty way to go, but you feel compassion for your enemy. And we get the kill. Yes, it attacks first, luckily. We will drown the Alpha Leaper next time. This one is dead. Robots are actually helping. And we are getting a lot of XP. Ralph had a +2 XP per kill. This is the only one to have that, so we need to kill more enemies to get. Of course, if you want to level up a pilot, don't put it on the pacifist mech. So now I want to freeze again. It's in the way. What I can do is push this away. The Firefly can eat it. I can just freeze it next turn. But yeah, so I will push everything away. But first, let me move Zoe. Is this water? Yes. So this one is water, so I can just come here, push this one. Yeah. First, need to move Jet Mech. So this one is taken care of. This one's taken care of. Need to think ahead, like in chess for once. So I can... Actually, I didn't need to think ahead. I just needed to move this way and wait for the icicle frozen leaper to come my way. Anyway, enough talking. Now I've broken the ice. Humans gain knowledge slower than machines, but it's worth of celebration when they do. Let's see what we got. But +1 mech reactor, so it was definitely worth it to cancel the upgrade to reset Bethany, so I can keep her from the next runs. And everything looks great. There's water. Leaper can jump, unfortunately. Another Veka would be stuck. Only 2. So let's get 1 XP for Zoe. We don't need to freeze anything. Actually, I could. I have a reset turn, so let's see. Yeah, it doesn't do anything with the shield, but if it's environmental, I think it will kill. So these two are great. If the Vec hits it after we complete our turn, it will ruin the objective because it won't be frozen anymore. You get just 1 star. So let's get the XP. Congratulations on the promotion, Zoe, you deserve it. And we get +2 Mech HP, which is not too bad. And Bethany can kill, and I believe it's perfect battle as defined. Truly perfect battle. Thank you for protecting the sentient life. I'm sure I will be able to restore the programming. And they get the official confirmation, but it's already active. And so we have been very lucky, so we cannot run out with offensive against the Vec. The Hive Leader is assaulting Corporate HQ. Trigon is destroyed. So we picked these 4, and we got an extra reactor core as I wanted to get extra range. This will help a lot. 1 damage is not as useful because with just 3 cores you can upgrade Storm Generator. And Device Fist, of course, we don't have a prime weapon, so you can keep it, but it will be disabled. Also, I'll try Coral. Try to level up Coral, so I'll move it here, and this one becomes very powerful blocker. Pinnacle Tower is under attack. My analysis processor is unable to identify the species of Vec threatening us. Caution is advised. Corporate HQ, destroy the Beta Leader, protect the Corporate Tower, the usual objectives. So we have the Beta Leader, which is massive, so 1 die in water, but charge and lights every tile on the path on fire, so it's an interesting spin on the beetle. It's not just more damage, also fire, which will melt the ice immediately, but unfortunately not make him drown. Hopefully he will attack more than last time. And we get the Leaper, Alpha Leaper, just more damage. See the range, they can actually reach here. So I don't want him to go here, so I'll put something in front. They also want to make it target a different row. Now let's see if it takes the bait. I don't believe it, because Corporate Tower is a juicy objective. Yeah, it took the bait. And yeah, they work together. It seems that they work together, but it's just very good implementation of a simple basic AI, so even 5 health is not enough. So the combination of those two are an issue. So this is ground, not ice. Just wanted to make him go on ice, but first we just get 3 Vec, so it's not too bad. If I use this, I won't be able to avoid the attack, and I want to avoid the attack. I could actually, yeah, just push him into the water, and probably, yeah, I want to let him run free, but need to think about my main objective first. So the attack is cancelled Weapon do not work when submerged in water, just like for myself. So this one frees him, so they work together to block us and hit us, and we work together to destroy them, to free us and destroy them. So it's a very good turn. Just 2 spawns, considering the leader get easier setup. But yeah, our objective is still to kill the leader. So what I want to do is to make this block a spawn, and hopefully it's not. Well, first I want to see. Yeah, so it breaks the ice, but after he's run through, so it doesn't stop. It would stop in water, I think, its attack. The charge will stop in water, but if it's ice, it's not. Won't stop. So I would like to have him run for a bit. I also need to kill him, so hopefully having a bit of fun won't ruin my objective, my perfect island so far. And yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. And luckily he prefers to target more distant enemies to maximize the fire. So instead of targeting this, he will target here, so I can leave him running around. He's not immune to fire, so I could actually push him away. Even though it's dangerous, I just want to leave the beetle to run around a bit more. So I'm going to block a spawn just to be safe. Let's see who attacks first. The leader attacks first, so I cannot push this away. I can come here, kill this, and actually best to block the spawns just in case. Could have repaired actually. Yeah, so that's the fire Mayhem I wanted to see. Now it's time to kill him. So this is a nice style, but yeah, can ignore the firefly. Just kill him directly, so I get very close to the threat removed. 6 HP, need 2 more. Let's see if it reaches. Yes. I would kill my back, so I just repair. For 1 HP. Thousands of lives were saved today. I'm thankful for the time you have sacrificed to aid us. Literally, we chose this timeline. Well, ended up in this timeline instead of anyone else. The defenders finish a corporate islands without taking building damage. Perfect island. Do not fail an objective on a single corporate island. You saved Pinnacle, accomplishing every objective without fail. Allow me to provide additional aid. And here we got Ralph Carson. of all the pilots to get, the only one we already have, Ralph Carlson. We have also auto shields, building in a shield after taking damage, or +2 grid defense. So I would usually, doing perfect islands is a perfect way to unlock more pilots, but Ralph here is not too helpful. Still, we don't even need power grid, and this one is not great. The new economy makes the perfect island rewards more reasonable, because before you could sell, or the pilots now sell for 1, well, can be traded in for 1 reputation. Instead, the time travelers were selling for 2, so it meant that the grid power choice was pointless, because you could always sell the pilot and get the same. So you could just pick the pilot and wait, unless there was a cool weapon. Now, if you need power, makes sense, that choice, and also the weapon choice is even less worth it, because you can get these for 1. So the Prime Spear, I'm not going to use it. I bought it, but there's no penalty. And I'm going to sell the Prime class. So we have a Science class, which Science is more about movement. Brute class, dealing damage and pushing. And Heavy Artillery, just 1 use per battle, but targets 5 tiles in a cross pattern. So I could get 3 reactor cores or 2 reactor cores and all these weapons. There's no penalty of buying and reselling here. Could just test and then see if you like it. I want to see what Ralph and Coral have a skill, while the pushing as the shield upgrade, the traction pulse does not. But still, we don't have many cores to use. Actually, I'm going to use them both here to try the shock cannon and keep the range. And then these 4 can go straight into the storm generator to help us get the achievement to unlock the next squad. So now that we got the extra weapon on all our mechs, hopefully we can tackle the hardest island, Detritus Disposal. Detritus tech can break down any matter into its base elements. Their factory cities are devoted to waste removal and recycling. An industrial environment with a new Vec, a borrower, and also an interesting leader. I've heard of your triumphs against the Vec commander. We hope you and the wrestling hooks can aid us in your fight as well. And we get a 3 reward mission, defend the power plants and take less than 3 grid damage. It doesn't seem too bad. This one will probably be a perfect run killer. So we got 1 perfect island. If I want to keep this streak going, I probably need to avoid that. Anyway, for now, we also have conveyor belts. So let's start with this and then we'll go the conveyor belt. High threat. Power plants in this sector are critical against the Vec commander. If lost, we may lose Detritus as well. We need to defend the buildings. Not many buildings can make the Vec target us, so the Alpha Hornet attacks 2, can convince it to attack. So it could just come here, here. Hopefully it won't go here though, it's the nearest one. Also we have this one, which probably won't reach anyone. Yes, it went here, and this friend went here. Perfect, so we can just move away. So the L, sort of almost L shape, was great. Instead, probably, I'm pretty sure that if I put my mech around here, the Hornet would have targeted these 2. And also this one is not attacking because it was too far, so hopefully with the spawns here we could actually use our own mech to block here. But anyway, Let's worry about the Scarab. Maybe it's also good. Maybe also a good time to. Well, if I had equipped the second weapon, it would have been a good time to use it, but I did not. So this one is not attacking. We don't need to worry about blocking or killing. Just take less than 3 grid damage is actually the easiest option objective. So we can do some damage. The Pulse Mech can also block. Spawn. Focus on dealing damage. My training coming back to me, and your training, yes, grid defense, really. Ralph really likes grid defense in this timeline. So what we can do, we can deal 2 damage like this, or 2 damage with the smoke. Actually, we could get more smoke. More smoke is better than less smoke, especially if it's electric. And we are in trouble because this one is the new enemy. The borrowers will hide underground after taking 1 or more damage, so you don't need to worry about moving them. These are stable, cannot be moved by any weapon effect. So they are the nemesis of the Pulse Mech, which cannot do absolutely anything to them. But if you can get 1 damage, they will move away. So if we want to make them stop attacking, there's no need to smoke them or move, just hit them once. If I had equipped the weapon with the cross shape, would have been perfect. Well, actually, it's not too bad. You can simply prefer to stay on this side to be near the spawn. So we can just simply destroy this. Could have been bad, but it seems we're still good. So we just have 1 simple borrower and 1 alpha borrower, which won't be able to reach anywhere. Yeah, just here. Spawn points here are very helpful, and the objective less than 3 grid damage is even more helpful. So the simple borrower, 3 health, 1 damage, slumps against 3 tiles in a row, but with the same characteristic. This one, dealing 2 damage. So the alpha has more health and just 1 more damage than the regular borrower. If this moved, Pulse Mech is in a great position to push 1 Vec on the cloud and the other on the spawn tile. But you can see how the Pulse Mech can work together. These make smoke and the Pulse Mech pushes Vec into smoke. But the fact that it cannot be moved is actually quite annoying. And also you cannot target it with more than 1 Vec, so it will retreat. Maybe that's why there's no borrower leader in the game. The Scorpion is keeping Mech stuck. Well, it's the only useful move actually in this situation. So I can good thing about the borrowers that I don't have to worry about this rocket artillery destroying buildings. But I can actually hit my own or just cannot slam it against the mountain. Maximum damage is 2. And I completely forgot that this one hits. Luckily I still have the reset turn. So this one is forced. Can I? Oh well. I'm going to settle with just one damage because it's going away before the next one. And yeah. Credit for removal, pilot calls. Coral still needs 1 SP. Hopefully here you should get, yes. And Mech HP again. Don't actually need it. Not what I wanted, but you can see that I blocked the Vec here. Also the Scion came up at the worst, well, the best moment for us. I cannot kill him because I would need to deal 4 damage in 1 hit. Also, I'm a bit of an issue here. Oh. I need absolutely to get here to get rid of this. And I can ignore, don't have to kill, well, it would be XP, but yeah. Saving the city is our priority. Experience is even less of a priority. Still consider a perfect victory by civilian standard, of course, and we also get the Overpowered achievement. So we got the, I didn't buy it in the last island, hoping that we got Power Grid as a reward, since it's a bit useless. Both power plants have reported in and there has been no disruption in the grid. You and your pilot have our gratitude, Commander. So Mech HP, not really useful. But I like the name Coral, so I'm going to rename Zoe as Coral. So I want to show you the conveyor belts. I'm curious about, of course, if I do the conveyor belts, I will not be able to reach these. So let's do downtown first, and then we'll decide. Unfortunately, most of our engineering division is occupied. If the mech of the rusting orcs take too much damage, we will not be able to repair them. And battle with SM4 mech damage. These colorful comments are related to the bonus objectives. Although this seems a map from the first island, which means it will probably be easy there. Let's show this Vec how Detritus takes out the trash. So this generic pilot is actually from this island. So the name is randomized, the portrait is still the same. It is from Detritus, and you can tell from his comments. Now we can get back to our drowning Vec, as in the first island. So this one is dead. The Alpha Hornet, not so much. Let's see. I don't want to block the first turn, but I'm not losing my shield because it's stable. Water and Vector don't mix. Getting flashback. My first mission. First outing in this almost doomed world. And while the citizens start to panic, no matter the odds, we'll win if we work together. Bethany always optimistic. Now, 2 damage, you can kill it. I'm going to smoke this one. Fortunately, I cannot. Yes, I can. Thanks to the new weapon. Water clock is long in no time. This one went well. I want to kill the firefly, even though it takes... It corner my rocket mech here. Yeah, we are good. Just the Psion by itself. Later the Psion comes, easier it is, unless there are 7 Vec already on the field. It's not attacking. We can make the attraction pulse to good use, and the Pulse Mech in the right situation can become the MVP. Still a lot of XP to get. You don't get many kills with the Jet Mech. Well, this one not running back to its hive. Not going to block for some possible XP. Yes, it was just a firefly. I'm not going to be able to kill this one, but I can kill the firefly. I can also kill the scorpion, which is, well, can easily drown, but I don't want to train Coral, I want to train Bethany. Oh well. I cannot push, I can just pull. So, yeah. And well, there's nothing to do here. Perfect victory. My fate in you was not misplaced, Commander. You have Detritus gratitude. So they will complain that Vec remain alive, or if there's a extra objective. The citizens are always happy that they survived, so they won't complain that some Vec escaped, unless you get the kill 7 enemies. Okay, so now we can see the high threat here. Kills 4 enemies inflicted with acid and protect the robotic club. This one is tough, but there's a new tank which inflicts acid, just like the other one froze. And the easier one, of course, different triangle. We get the teleporters and the shields. So, wanted to take a look at the conveyor belts, but we did our overpower. I'm going to risk kill 4 enemies inflicted with acid. I had hoped if there is acid on these dials, it's actually very easy, this mission. I'm going to risk it. Even if I cannot do the option objective, getting one power core is technically better than the perfect island bonus. This one is worth 3 stars. Detritus has assigned an acid tank to the sector to the rusting hugs. Use it to study the acid effects on the Vec. Yeah, we need to study. I don't think it's the best moment for that, but the borrower can go very far. And if I put my Vec on the line, the borrower will get here probably. But I don't see any. I don't see alternatives. Hopefully the Hornet will target me. And we also have a time pod, very stacked mission, but a bit tough. If anyone is in that pod, I hope they survive the landing. Yeah, Bethany knows. Will be a friend here. And well, a friend in another timeline. Would be don't think we could reach an agreement on saying technically there are a very small chance that a few of these pilots already met another timeline. But we're going to discuss the physics model of the multiverse here. So let's see what attacks first. Perfect. The Alpha Scorpions could kill if I just push it, but I cannot push it because the Hornet is in the way. So the plan is move the Hornet, bring the Pulse Mech here, deal with 2 enemies in one turn, which is always hardest choice. I wonder if it counts. If it counts, even if they kill themselves. Yeah, I believe it counts. Even if this Vec is under acid. Or you can see in Detritus, the same kind of pilot will appear. Only this one, it's not a unit. So we have 4 movement and acid cannon. Shoot a projectile that inflicts acid and nothing else. So ideally I would like to put acid on this one, so I can get 1, 2 and 3 2-for-1 discount here. Or I could put the acid here and destroy the borrower. I believe this one is more urgent. Yeah. Hopefully the smoke will damage only 2 enemy units, so hopefully it won't damage my tank. Oh. I cannot actually reset the turn, but I hope I am correct. Enemy units, not an enemy. You can actually select it with Z. So A.S.D for the main Vec, the Z and X for the allies. Instead, if I get a weapon which deploys a cannon, we would use F and G, continuing on the same line, for the deployed FGH for the 3 possible deployed units. Each one of them can get a weapon, or 2 actually, with deploying their own tank. But now let's see my master plan at work. Yeah. It seems the Vec are lending a helping hand. Yep. Also very good situation here. Can kill this immediately, but need to remember applying acid also. So I would really want to hit both, but I cannot. If only it was one tile this direction. So I cannot drown this one yet. Actually, I can kill him. Now that I'm thinking. Pulse Mech is really not kill him, but almost kill him. Pulse Mech is pulling its weight. And he's leveling up faster than Bethany, actually. Getting more kill than Bethany. All thanks to the water, so water is actually helpful, like in the first island. Now these are in a line, so I can target. This one is not dead, but just one thing. And I'm going to kill it from afar. Actually, I cannot kill him because I can do only 1 damage. So even if I do 1 damage, the smoke, it will run away. Maybe blocking would have been better. Yeah. So we get 5 back. Hopefully they stay in this line. Nope. So what's this? Water? I believe yeah, it's an acid tile, but the flying enemy. So they just move away. Just have 3. And travels far. Let's see what I can do. Can deal 2 damage and kill this one, which would free the rocket mech to kill this one, but not this one. Yes, unfortunately I need to go here. Can deal some extra damage like this. I can actually kill this. Very good. So now I can kill both of them. Let's see. Can do a double thing. Well, I can apply acid. This being under acid is not an issue because just 1 health, so 1 damage or 2 makes no difference. And just 1 turn, so I prefer to stay here and lose the shield. Now this one is dead. This one is dead. I just need to kill 1 and another one. Perfect. 3 back. Oh, it would be perfect. This could be moved. Could save the building, but not kill. I need to kill the objective. If not for the smoke, I could have put acid on this borrower and still got the objective. Just push this aside and kill those 2. But I cannot because of the smoke. And I cannot reach in any other way. So I need to be more careful where I put the smoke. And should have covered also this tile. If I had covered this tile, this mess wouldn't have happened. But it's too late now. Cannot go back in time too much. And this one cannot push the borrowers, so even though Ralph could get rid of both, Ralph could get rid of the Hornet, then the Alpha Scarab will still be alive, just with 2 health. And this needs to worry about. Actually, yeah, it's not even so easy. This borrower is really in a bad position. Again, my fault for putting the smoke. So I cannot do anything. I need to use the... If I want to save the buildings as priority, I need to use the Rocket Mech here, I think. And I could kill this one, but not also the Hornet. So it's damage here. Even with an extra move, pushing, even with the Pulse Mech pushing, yeah, acid tank here wouldn't work. Would not work. So yeah, I'm lucky to have this option. And then neutralize this one. Looks like Vec don't like the smoke much. Neither do I. Can push this around. Not enough, unfortunately. Vec, they are disengaging. We have you and the Rustling Hogs to tank commander. Too many Vec escaped the acid test. We don't have enough Vec remains to conduct proper analysis. It's not happy, but still a net positive, because net positive with respect of a normal 2-star mission, because the power core is actually worth 3 stars, so we lose 1 star. But no perfect island bonus. But technically now the perfect island bonus is just worth 1 star. So we lose 2 stars and we gain 3. Assuming that you are going to buy a power core, as I would. And we got a new pilot, Camila Vera. Mech unaffected by webbing or smoke, exactly what we needed. And +1 move. So we have been lucky. The one I complained the most about getting webbed is definitely the Pulse Mech, but maybe on the Jet Mech it may be more useful. We also have reactor cores, so I can add 1 to get range. So going to try the heavy artillery, and we'll go without the electric damage for 1 battle or 2. Probably, well, we still can keep it. So actually let me put Bethany here, so I don't have to, I can move the reactor core around. Also it's getting a lot of kill, the Pulse Mech, so grid defense, as much as I like Ralph, not very helpful. Get Coral. Let's do the last normal mission like this, then we'll see. So we have the conveyor belts, block Vec spawning 3 times, protect the Old Earth bar, defensive shield, this one is the easier. But destroy the acid vats is a unique mission, so I'm going to do that. The vats in this region contain chemical poisons to the Vec. Breach the containment vats and the Vec will vacate the sector. Here we have acid containers that story-wise are much bigger than they seem. Here. And the motivation is to add acid to the land and destroy the back this way. Not that this is particularly fertile anyway. Acid spill transform the current into a tile into a pool of acid. So yeah, this becomes acid, or we can just push it into water and this tile will become acid immediately as 2 health. So that's why I put the new thing, so I can, if I can reach it, so I can kill it one hit, like this. So the Psion has gone into acid, and so you can see that the armor wouldn't work, even though it's a Psion, so Psion helps the other Vec, not itself. A passive observer. We already have a good configuration for our new cross attack, like this. Let me take a look if there's a... yeah. Pulse Mech continues to get... well, unfortunately, it's not flying like the Jet Mech is flying, so it can attack water. But from here, and I just remove it. I was just saying that it's great, the attraction pulse is great, and I've removed it, so I need to use the Jet Mech to cover this one. Yeah, so let me use this one first. And acid release as order, Commander. Camila is a matter-of-factly warrior. Fortunately, I cannot... my Pulse Mech is not be so helpful here. I just block. Actually, let's get rid immediately. Mission objective. So yeah, already done. And I remember how much damage, 1. I'm going to risk a bit by getting in the corner, but we'll have just 3 Vec. Worry about. So warrior attacks first. Cannot... well, we can still use the Scorpion to kill Torrent. But need to get rid of these, which is perfect. Yeah. Seems Coral is a newly baptized Coral. Actually the one getting all the kills. Unless I can actually push this into... yeah, but I'm too far away to do anything useful. Unfortunately, I would destroy the building like this. So the Jet Mech from here, even though there's a lot of mobility, cannot reach. Yeah, so I need to worry about this. And then I can get an extra damage, or push it like this also. Cannot reach here for maximum bumping. It could be more. Cannot even block a spawn. It could be more helpful to get acid. Evaded the Vex web, free and clear. Do not worry too much about the Scorpion, is very far away, cannot reach any building, so I'm going to let it live and kill the Scarab, which is long range artillery. So now I could get rid of all of them, but don't have enough health, so I'm just going to push it away and hope that nothing horrible emerges. Good? Not so good. Still, they're all here. If I use the extra weapon, it'd be perfect here. My mech shielded. Not much you can do. Maybe some extra kill for experience. %% of the VATs were destroyed and the chemical released. Our sensors are already picking up diminished VEC activity in the region. And now, as usual, VEC will be targeting Corporate HQ, but first, where to keep Camila here. Actually, they still have one reactor core, but I'll decide later. I don't want to assign it already. So let's see what weapon we get afterwards. Should be enough to tackle Corporate HQ, to defend Corporate HQ. If you detected an unknown VEC approach in the Detritus hub, we're gathering what intel we can, Commander, but we need the rusting hooks. And here we see the spider leader with a few strange cocoons. These are spiderling eggs hatching to spiderling. Also immune to smoke, so not the greatest for our squad, but needed to tackle sooner or later. It's garbage day, here we are, right on time. And the spiderling has an interesting behavior. So just to move, but it throws out 2-3 spider eggs each turn. Also is unaffected by smoke. Not sure if it means that he's also immune to our electric damage. Here, we'll see. Going to test it. Also, yeah, they are armored, so even if I went ahead, luckily the smoke will affect the thing later, but they would survive the first hit. Also, the eggs are not considered VEC technically, because offering all other VEC in 1 point of armor, but apparently the egg does not count as VEC yet. I use my rocket mech. Don't want to use the new weapon so soon. So I'll just eliminate the Psion and then do 1 extra damage. Yeah, let's see if it takes 1 damage, or probably it won't if it's not listed here. Completely immune. No, it works. So immune to smoke, but not to the electric damage. Good to know. Immune to smoke, it meant that he can attack, you can launch eggs even if it's smoke. So it's immune to the smoke effect of paralyzing smoke effect, not the electric smoke. So here they're a bit harder to reach. I think now it's the best Now it would be really the best time to use the heavy artillery here. They're perfectly positioned. The borrower needs to be taken care of by the Jet Mech. We can also, well, we could, if I would push this to block a spawn. I don't think I'll be able to block a spawn anyway because I need to get rid of this borrower so that my Pulse Mech can move here to push it away. But the Jet Mech has no weapon unless I attack directly, which it's always an option. Or instead I can attack here and not use the new weapon to deal basically the same damage, so just one egg difference. Let's see. I'll get 2 damage just like the rocket mech, but now I can hit here. And now I can move. Still one batch of eggs. Aside from that, yeah, the weapon acting, dealing 1 damage in a line would be perfect. So the Alpha Hornet attacks first, so if I push it this way, well, if I pull it, but I don't have the pull, if I do it like this, the Hornet would destroy the Spiderling, but not the Burrower. You can use smoke to get rid of this Burrower, or a bump. A bump here would be very effective, although the Rocket Mech has nothing to do at this point. So like this, I still have the reset. Did I do that? Yeah. So Bethany, another powerful play. And here I block 1 spawn. Pick up this. The Hornet will attack here. And I cannot do what I wanted because I would kill my own. So I just wait. Create some smoke. Not the greatest play at this point. Don't have to worry about the X the last turn, of course. They won't be doing anything. And I can use Bethany. Yeah, let's use Bethany like this and got rid of the leader. Also 1 egg. Not an issue now. Can kill both of them. Also this one for XP. Almost perfect. Still we need 1 more. Yeah. 1 more for the last level up. The backup ammunition is down and our corporate hub is intact. You and the rusting hooks have Detritus gratitude. Defensive shrapnel, brute class, fire a non-damaging projectile on the target. Science, fire a projectile that flips a target attack direction. This is a confused shot. Interesting, but not sure how often it will be useful. Instead here, shield is always useful. Shield ties from damage, can do 2 times per battle, so we can sell Coral and also Ralph. Gravitational well, artillery weapon that pulls its target towards you. That is the artillery version of the attraction pulse. Gravitational well won't work if an enemy is nearby, but it will work above mountains and buildings. And this one instead allows you to deal 1 damage if the Vec is in the adjacent tile. So between the 3 dance weapons, I'll keep the Confuse Shot, just the novelty of it. And then we'll change back here. We'll add the Storm Generator to get the extra damage. Heavy Artillery. Need just 1 SP. Always use extra move. And here Shield Cell. So now we can see that there are new enemies besides the 3 standard ones and the Psion. Already the archive is not as nice as before with the Blobber and Digger. Though Firefly Leader maybe won't be so bad. The bad news is the Vec are overrunning our island, putting refugees and historical artifacts at risk. The good news is we have old Earth military artifacts that can help us in a fight. Oh, now we have a 3 mission which is completely optional on the side. It's Defend the Train, probably the hardest mission. So I should probably skip it, but maybe Confuse Shot will be helpful. Hopefully the smoke, with the smoke will be easier than usual. I was overseeing maintenance of this old Earth locomotive myself. Good thing too, when the Vec struck, Ol'Horace became the backbone of our supply line. Seems like Horace is his pet, but it's in the supply train. There's still some use for old Earth technology. And Dewey is making sure that he can do this. So the Blobber could blob here, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to prevent him from doing that. This one is a good place because I can squash here. So Volatile Growth, or a massive blob that will explode, but we also have explosive decays. The Blast Psion is making things very hard. The Alpha Leaper can go far. And the Alpha Digger create a defensive rock wall before attacking adjacent tiles. Luckily it's not too much reach. Can just go here. So. Vera reporting in. And yeah, perfect. Also there's some ice. Not a common sight on archive, but the Leaper is perfect to die here. Alpha Blob has no... Yeah, the Alpha Blob, like the eggs, does not count as a Vec for the bonus, so it will explode only if it can move. Volatile Guts, explode, kill itself, but it won't explode if it cannot move. But it would be... So it will not explode if I just kill it for the Psion thing. But this one will, and will kill the supply train. Supply train will needs to move here, so this here is not good. I need to get rid of the Psion immediately to solve the Leaper problem. That's the only way, because don't have any weapon that can push the... Maybe the Vortex Fist of last episode, I believe. I don't remember if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, but yeah, you need a very specific weapon to push him away from this situation. Luckily here the road is open. I need to get rid of the thing here. So I need to use Rocket Mech. Actually, there's not many places to go. I think I'll need to do this. You have shown exceptional skill, Pilot Coral. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your promotion. And we get one move. Great. Actually, now it sounds more useful on Bethany. But anyway, now that the Psion is done, can solve this issue. Shield, I'll take it. And of course we need to worry about the Alpha Leaper. See how far I can go. Well, I cannot land here. I could smoke one more, but I prefer movement. This one is dead. And here it's a perfect position for my Rocket Mech. This one is not so perfect though. It's very bad. Store Smoke, I'm not sure if it can... so the Digger would attack first and then Firefly would destroy, well, hit the train once. Unless the boulder is a vac incognito, it won't get destroyed by the electricity, which will be quite funny. Electricity destroying a boulder. The train has no life bar. It will derail and stay still, and you still get one star. If I use the Rocket Mech here, we don't have anything. Cannot do much. If I can destroy this without losing this rock, then if I could just bump it, but cannot reach. Pulse Mech cannot fly. Well, let me try this way. Now the Pulse Mech can actually come here, but yeah, it's under smoke. Actually, forgot I have Camila. It's unaffected not only by webbing, but also by smoke, which is perfect with this squad. So actually Camila may save the day here, because if I do this, I'm shielded, so I'm immune to fire. I can get to smoke. The MVP Pulse Mech does it again. This vac webbing won't stop me, I'm clear. I've been lucky with Camila. Also, it would have been better if I didn't pick the confused shot, but oh well. Now we just need to survive. And the Firefly actually would hit. So I believe, yeah, we can just ignore the situation. The Firefly will kill the blob, and then the train can move on. So we don't actually need to worry about the train. 3, 6, 8 damage. Just need to find a way to save for Camila. Actually, that was not a good idea. Let's do better. I'm trying to think how to deal the most damage, but yeah, Coral is already max level. So just worry about getting out of this alive. We could survive one hit. here, but we can also come here, cancel the attack, and push everything away, so with the shield, no damage. And yeah, I'm not going to kill anything, but well, if I only could. Well, I can actually kill the blobber. Should be good. Oof. 3 missions. The refugees will be grateful for the supplies, and I owe you my personal thanks for saving Ol'Horace. We 2 relics have been through a lot together. And just jump right into hometown. Leave the core for after we take a look at the next mission. We recently got a few old Earth jets in the air. My people aren't the most skilled pilots yet, but they are getting the hang of it. Yeah, they may be a menace more than a help sometime. But the buildings are shielded. Should be easy mission and with less for mech damage. It's a time pod, that complicates a bit. It's vital we obtain that pod. It may hold something that help us win the war. Again, the blobber, of course, is the same line because you can only attack 2 lines, so the Jet Mech is a perfect counterpart to that if I wanted, but I don't want it because air support bombs will be dropped on the market space, killing any unit. So the Alpha Firefly will be gone first, as usual. And this one is shielded, so easy situation, just need to worry about I can jump over. I completely forgot that bump does not set the tile on fire, so I'm going to reset and do the most logical thing, which is push this away, will explode, and the power of squad move, we get the pod, and now well, I could actually get some smoke. No, I cannot because I won't be able to jump over it. Almost did mistake here. Could actually use the heavy artillery, but I'll keep it for later. Now gets the smoke neutralizes the fire, so it won't die this turn, but will remain just with 1 health. And the air support helping us level up. Back topside, let's put them down. This time less helpful shot. Of course the airstrike will not target the buildings, but it may target your own mech. So I've been lucky that it wasn't. Actually, maybe because of the pod. Not sure if you can target the pod. But still. We avoided here. And this one that survived. The surviving Hornet is a bit of an issue. But the Alpha Hornet is attacking us, so I can just move away. Actually, now that I think about it, if I move, the hardest part of visualizing the move is when you mech occupying a tile, you need to think that it can be moved. So that actually is a free tile, Jet Mech can actually take care of the Leaper by itself. 1 plus 2. The only problem is the Alpha Hornet. But I cannot do anything. I can block. Yeah. Actually block twice. Don't think it's a good idea though. Because I would get too many Vec, Exturb. Then I would need to keep blocking. Archive Bomber. And yeah, this spawn would have been great. I could have just boxed in and then pushed into water. But if it's a Hornet, the tactic does not work. We have double Hornet, double Alpha Hornet dealing just attacking just 2 buildings. We can ignore the Firefly. And we are still no damage. But I cannot reach. So yeah, I need 1 extra move to solve this sticky situation. Here. Could push this in water. Yeah. Alternatively, I could push this away and flip the direction. So. Or, well, if not for the strike, I could have just pushed Jet Mech once. Yeah, and then jump over, but I would die. So I'm not going to do that. Could push it this way though, which also deals damage and keeps his shields. And now, thanks again to the Pulse Mech, the buildings are safe. It will take 2 damage and this will leave. Will still live. So I'm going to make sure that they are dead. And this one will stay 1 HP, 1/3, still no damage, no problem. Also the Psion at the end, useless. Actually, you can use these easier missions to farm XP. Basically, get the extra help for the air support. Will become extra XP. So Camila actually can not affected by smoke, so I can push this away. Actually, I can kill both of them with the rocket mech. Then yeah, I cannot do anything. Let's see. So here we have a kill, both. Actually, I don't think it's a good idea because depending on, I'm not sure which one is first, probably it keeps the same turn, so this one would explode before the Psion is dead. So I'm going to avoid that. I'm not going to risk it since I don't have the reset. And so I just ignore the Leaper. Can push this away. Actually, I can also push that away, but good enough. Just one. I just need to get rid of the Psion before the end of the turn. this. Of course, the push has no effect on the border. And here we saved. Disposal complete. Everything is, well, don't have a reset, so even if I made a mistake, I cannot fix it. This one is dead. Vec driven off. Ready for evac, Commander. Camila is the matter-of-factly soldier. Did my heart proud to see those planes soaring across the sky. We really showed those Vec what old Earth tech can do. Fanboy of old Earth tech. We get only just a reactor core. Minimum we could get. No double reward. Kill at least 7 enemies, protect the clinic, and defend the satellite launches. So I have reactor cores. Could probably kill the enemies. Yeah, still those are easier missions. Actually, one extra core to shield friendly instead of shield self. Although, well, extra health also could have been helpful. And I'll keep this one later. Always good to have one extra core if there's a specific mission we need specific upgrade. So let's defend the satellite launches. These satellites were recovered from orbit a long time ago, but they should still function well enough to help us detect Vec activity across the island. We need to let them launch for monitoring purposes. And I'll just come here. 3, 5, yeah, I can reach. Hoping that the blobber targets this point. It did not. And the web on the wrong mech, and I'm already in trouble. I may have to sacrifice the satellite to protect these buildings because the rocket mech is stuck and these are too far apart unless actually I added the shield friendly, so that's why upgrades are very important later on, or the second weapon. But in this case I could shield the satellite and put these together, which apparently doesn't seem to help if you don't add Jet Mech. And then yeah, I cannot shoot outside the board, so I would kill civilians if I try to smoke. It's good enough. Electric damage. And blobber went exactly where I wanted. Satellite rocket, of course, is immune to smoke and stable, but launch a satellite into space, destroying the surrounding area, and the Vec do not consider hazards when they move. They just need to be careful about the blast psion. So here we have 2. Could almost kill it. And then let the satellite take 1 damage. Yeah, that can work. So if I put like this, can so the satellite can take 1 damage. Also could just do this. Doesn't work. So I shield this building, get 1 damage, then move this so it will not explode. Well, actually, I hope the blob would kill the digger, but it's the opposite. Forgot to check the attack order. So the digger is killing the blob, so this one is safe. But the digger will be alive. This one wants to die, so good. And the blob does not have the explosive decay, of course. The Psion, since it's minor, considered minor unit, so it's safe. And here we need to worry about the explosive decay. So if I can reach, I cannot. These will die from the smoke, but the problem is that I need... Okay, so can actually reach here. And unfortunately get the damage. I'm not sure. They should explode at the same time, but I think that the Psion exploding before... Well, I still have the reset turn, right? I can try. Yeah. So the turn order matters, and the Psion died first, even though technically it's the same time. For clarity. Again, gameplay is more important than coherence. It's the game after all, not the story, the priority. So I can kill this one and all these without an issue. This will die. Let's see how much. 4, 5, 7. Not enough. Upgrade for the achievement. So I just have this Alpha Hornet on fire, which will die anyway. So. Nothing to do. Yeah. Good job, Racing Hulks. We took out all the Vec. I've dreamed of launching this satellite into space my entire life. It's amazing to see old Earth technology still serving its purpose. Definition of the enthusiast about old technology. So here we have artillery support and then volatile Vec. And kill at least 7 enemies. So this one will be the best reward. Also, can be a bit tricky. It kills 7 enemies, but don't think we have seen the volatile Vec yet. So I'm going to do that. Also, I'm going to remove the smoke for the volatile Vec. And I'm going to put more damage here. And so I can use the shock cannon to move the volatile Vec around for 1 damage. Or, yeah, fortunately shield friendly does not work on the volatile Vec, it's still a Vec. But I can use confuse shot. I think I'm good. Still have this reactor core. Don't see. Or maybe could add some damage or extra move. I need movement because I want to smoke, since there's no damage anymore for smoke. I want to smoke the volatile Vec, which is here. Well, it should be right here, but this volatile Vec detonate on death. Drive it away, and for safety's sake, don't let it explode. So we cannot kill volatile Vec. Also probably to make more sense to like this. And so this is the volatile Mech, different color to make it clear. Still a scorpion, but we have the target preparing to stab it. Explosive decay, explodes on death, dealing 1 damage to adjacent tile, just like the effect, even though story-wise it's implied there's a terrible explosion. Gameplay-wise, the same effect as the Scion. Those pods look like old space capsule, but I don't recognize the alloy. I wonder why. An expert of past technology, not future one, but this one is a great position because out of the way. I'd like to push into water, but I cannot. Can kill this. 3, 4, yeah. No, we cannot. Smoke is blocked, and consider the smoke blocking. So may have to reload or deal 2 damage. So early. Won't work. So what can I do? Can push this way, but enough. So I'm going to switch his attack. To switch his attack, I need this one here. Now I can come here and smoke. How much? Just 1 damage. Yeah, I cannot push into waters. Looks like a Vec don't like the smoke much. We have a bit of ice, the first island, and here's the perfect place and blob. So if it would be a perfect place to kill the leaper, but I would destroy the pod. Instead I can just move away and worry about. I could shield my friend, but it will hit here. So I could have planned it better to get a shield on someone. Standing like this, I cannot even block. Oh, actually, I can block and push. Yeah, at least something useful. Now we have back webbing on Stormy again. Perfect. Perfect pilot for this mission. And now I would like to get rid of the blobber, but I don't think I can reach it. Oh yes, I can. Can come here with the Jet Mech and hit for 2 damage. Nothing more. Not push into the water. Could push it like this. It's not enough. Can come here to kill this one and use the Pulse Mech. it's better to block. I could push the blob together so I could deal 2 damage. Yeah, I don't see the point. You don't need to kill the blob, it's just the fact that it will damage. Also, this is ice, and the webbing is on the wrong one. But I could just push this away and this into the water and get rid of this line. I can leave these two. And who needs the XP? This one. More units do not offer XP. They won't be able to kill it though, unfortunately. Oh well. At least it's neutralized. Still not enough. We've driven the Vec back now. The troops of old Earth would have been proud, if only they'd have been here to see it. Not sure about that. Only a reactor core. And seismic activity does not allow us to see what was here. Destroy the firefighter leader, protect the corporate tower as usual. Let's see the map. We don't have water. And the confused shot actually is not, won't be useful at all. So I'm going to add 1 reactor core. Yeah, I think this is necessary. Good to think that we had extra core. And yeah, with the extra smoke now, the area bombs deal 4 damage at the end. And here, 1 move, better than 1 extra damage. So let's go. Would be actually a perfect island if I manage to get both the objectives. Some kind of abomination is approaching our headquarters. Whatever it is, it must be stopped. And Blast Science, so the Firefly leader actually has a symmetric attack. So the switch, I removed the weapon from the Pulse Mech because they've been pointless. So let's try to bait it here. Also, let's try to bait the Leaper into attacking the Pulse Mech. Let's see. Let's help these people. And yeah, so the switching this attack would have changed anything because it just flipped directions. So the Firefly leader is a massive, of course, as any leader. There's explosive decay because of the Psion. And Hive leader is actually redundant because the information is already contained in the massive and the health. Anyway, and a different color. Burning thorax, launch good projectiles in 2 directions, so 4 damage in 2 directions. Luckily here we can just push it away. So the Leaper did not attack me, unfortunately. Need to get rid of the Leaper. And need to be careful about Last Psion. So the Leaper could kill the Psion. So let's see, the moving the Leaper kills the Psion next turn. we can hit the smoke, so this one is just 1 damage. So we can deal 4 damage to the Firefly, and here everything should work out. Easy enough. Well, less problem to worry about thanks to the back. And we are not doomed, don't worry. Make it work. The Alpha Digger is not attacking, even though there actually it's in the perfect position to attack. Without the Explosive Decay now, this map is perfectly made perfectly for. How much health did it have at the beginning? It seems that his smoke didn't work. This position I could destroy the Leaper and get some room for the Jet Mech to act, and simply ignore the Firefly. For now, just enough. A weird shield here, and let's see. Yeah, I can destroy the Leaper and the Blobber. Perfect. Shield is down, but I don't need to worry about. Here a credit to Rusting Hulks Jones. Yeah, Jones got a promotion, exactly the thing I didn't want, but a great position for next turn. Great defense. It's pointless, especially if I don't get hit. And perfect, now I baited it without realizing it. I baited the Firefly into attacking me, and I can actually hit both of them. And well, let's start from here. They're not. Oh, I forgot. That's why the seemed that the Firefly. So the Firefly had 6 health, but of course the Storm Generator on this mech is not upgraded. So just 1 damage, which is enough to kill both of them. Wow. I left the R.S.T. I could have tried to get the achievement in this island, but I left the R.S.T. with extra smoke from the desert. It's perfect. And also I can kill this thanks to the fire. Let's do that. And get some extra shield, not here. But, well, actually, I cannot block. Extra shield here. Bethany is happy. So just 2 of 5 and 4. I cannot kill both of them, but the only one needing XP is Camila. This one is actually not enough. And if I do it like this, yeah, I would kill it. Oh well. So I would die from fire, and this one will get 1 more. Perfect victory. With the Vec combination destroyed, no new hives should appear on our island. You've saved us. Yeah, that's the goal of destroying the leader. Unfortunately, grid defense. You accomplished every archive mission, an outstanding accomplishment. Please, you and the Rustling Hikes accept this as thanks. What an accomplishment. Oh, finally, something new. Cannot get the Artemis artillery, even though we already seen it. No need to overpower, so Silica it is. Grid defense again. But we unlocked one of my favorite pilots. So I'm afraid need to bench someone. Well, probably Coral for now. Despite the sentient machine, it requires reactor power to activate its special ability. So actually, don't have many reactor cores here, so just for now, for a few missions, let's put Silica here, and which makes much more sense. And yeah, kind of ready at range. And Silica has the ability Double Shot. Mech can act twice if it does not move, which is very powerful, but of course, to compensate that, it needs 2 power cores. Micro artillery. We don't desperately need next reactor core. Once in high places, spend 50 reputation across all games. Those are the achievements that you can get. Even if you lose, Force Amp. All Vec take +1 damage from bumps and blocking emerging Vec. Electric Whip. It's a prime class, and well, we'll see exactly the Electric Whip with one of the next squads. And Hydraulic Legs again. Another starting weapon for a different squad. Prime class. Leap to a tile, damaging self and adjacent tiles. So I'll try the bump thing. And also a +1 damage, actually. Micro artillery instead of the heavy artillery. So you can get 3 tiles. Later in the run, movement becomes more important than damage because basically almost no Vec with 2 HP. Move and damage. So I had +1 damage instead of shield friendly. Leave the island. Sustainable energy. Finish 3 corporate islands without dropping below 4 grid power. And this is one of the challenge runs. Except for the other ones, we need to concentrate more. Let's get to Jessica. And there are no more Vec, only 6 types, plus the usual leader. No more additions here. R.S.T was divided and asking you for help. It was viewed as a weakness, but the choice is stark. We either ally with you or lose the island. Jessica, welcome you as usual. We get 2 hard missions, and the solar farms with easy, and also this one with the lightning storm will be quite easy. Also, lightning storm, I believe it makes the tiles, makes dust. The dust from when the lightning storm attacks hits the sun tiles means that we have more smoke for us. Tectonic site 3.1. One of our weather turbines has reported a Vec attack. We can't afford to lose the turbine, but we wear the storms in the area. We are out of control. And battle unless for Mech damage. And we don't have much space to put our Mech, so there's no one webbing us. Come. Play it ranged for a second. We are ready to engage. And Scarab is targeting. Great. 2 Vec targeting us. Perfect. And we can also see the ability of Silica. Not very useful in this case, but can attack twice. And also the lightning strike will destroy the mountain, which creates point hard to get. So I think I'll need to keep the rocket mech here to push any Vec away from me. Unfortunately, we cannot push the Alpha Borrower, otherwise lightning strike will strike here, killing any unit. Will strike 4 spaces every turn, killing any unit. So actually could, since it's environment attacks first. Also we have the Blood Scion. All other back, heal 1 at the start of their turn. At least I get rid of the Blood Scion. And can actually not have shield friendly. Better in this position. Now the scary lightning strikes. Hopefully next time you can kill some back. In place and perfect. Was worried about this tile, but destroyed soon. And again, it seems that the other weapon has been perfect for this mission. You never know till you start. So let's see. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Can deal 2 damage or 3 damage with the smoke. Well, since I don't have the other weapon anymore, I can only do this. Kill this here. Vec has been mined of all useful resources. And attack twice. Yeah, I could attack here, but I want to get too far from the action. Also, I cannot. Again, the second weapon pull would be perfect. I can block or get 1 extra damage, but I'm going to block. Yeah, less than 4 mech damage, so I have time. Also here it's easier because you can repair the damage. R.S.T. weather station report more strikes on the way. Thank you for the news. Camila only says essential things. And now it's targeting me. And I cannot reach here. Perfect. Cannot fly over it. Over this building. Here would be perfect. But now the Pulse Mech can get some use out of the Pulse Mech. Vec can't maneuver in the smoke like my mech can. Bragging. Get Camila bragging. Here probably. I mean, here is more. Best, I don't think. We won't get Stormy Weather this time. Also, I can use. No, I cannot. Want to kill it. Enemy down, we can do this. An easy mission. Let's get more XP. That's why you harness the weather against the Vec. It's quite effective. Every island chooses a different tactic, of course. This one is not attacking because it's water. It would die. And also, therefore, it was not attacking. Fortunately, I cannot. I can push this into water, or this one. Cannot kill both for. If I could just hit. And yeah, this one is too far away, so I cannot do much. Can actually push this into water, this into water, and we get promotion to Camila and best of the best. So we have 3 pilots maximum level. It's, well, if they don't die, it's quite easy to get them. You don't need to equip it, just. And we get +1 reactor, so Camila is our best. It's the best skills. And yeah, nothing to do here. You can just, no point in hitting it. And we are done. Just a bit of water, but very useful. Your mechs took almost no damage. That means we can allocate additional resources and repair crews to help refugee centers elsewhere on R.S.T. And a reactor. Now, could shield self. Get extra move. The seismic activity is quite fun because the terrain will sink. So here we have defend the terrain mission. Game is challenging me. I'm going to take the challenge. This maglev line is a major artery between our remaining cities. We lose it, we lose the cities as well. While in the archive the train was just bringing supply around. Also, you see the pilot, direct pilot for this, the R.S.T. island, driving the train. And instead here, still different reason, but still important. And still no webbing, but Camila is very helpful also for the smoke. Being able to move into smoke with this squad is actually quite important. If only those spots would hit a Vec on the way down. Yeah, good point. And they could have beaten actually a Vec here if I didn't put Silica and Jet Mech. I bet this one Vec could come. Yeah, anyway, Alpha Hornet is attacking us, but on the way to the train, could have placed them better. So smoke is not enough. I'm going to jump. Actually, probably should worry about this also. Or just push everything. That could also work. I don't think I'll be able to drown it. Again, cross pattern, and I don't have the cross weapon anymore. So instead of this, we need to get rid of this anyway. This one will block, and he can destroy Scion before it takes. Actually, let me check. This one will block and die. This Alpha Beta will attack nothing. This Caravax later. And now the train moves in. The order is crucial, of course. And we got 2 spawns. Not a good sign, but there's water, so maybe we can push. Finally, a good use for this weapon. 1 down, 1 moved, and immune to fire and smoke, and also stable. We'll continue. That we like to take care of this one. So I need 2 bump damage or the smoke. Let's see the option here. Still attacking after. Cannot use that to kill. And just keeping on this line. And I think I'll block just to be safe, since spawn will go away next turn. And now I could drown, but it's no point. So we didn't use Silica's ability much, but need to kill this, then push. Push this away. So it will actually kill it. No point. Silica needs not do anything to him. So yeah, I don't have anything to do. So now Silica Vec has conducted unauthorized excavation or rival Vec. So Silica gets 2 XP, letting the Vec kill each other. The supplies made it through and are on the way to my people in the cities. Thank you. And we get a new weapon, Brute. Dashing a line, pushing adjacent tiles away. That's weird one. And yeah, I could use instead of the shock cannon. Let's see how it works. New excavation tools acquired. So yeah, if it's an empty line, it could be useful, but if there are buildings in the way and you cannot pick which Vec move and which Vec hit the buildings. I don't get need for the extra move. But since I have reactor cores, 1 extra damage. And Bethany, I'll wait for that. This reactor cores, I don't want to charge too many reactor cores here, and then after the storm generators. Instead, if I replace the storm generator, there's nothing else to do. Yeah, the shit could be useful as 6 move. Forgot. And yeah, I could shield friendly. Let's see the next weapon. Another big challenge and all easier, relatively easier, and battle with less than 4 back damage. So not all stars are equal. Destroy 2 mountains and kill 7 enemies. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid, but only because I'm recording. I do the challenging one. need to move aggressively. We need to destroy as much landmass in the region as you can before the Vec use the mountains as hives. That is the reason. And we also have a few cracked mountains which make things much easier. So if we can push Vec into water, we could do it. I keep the micro artillery here. Can change power around depending on the mission. And Herm's engines would be perfect. Vec are around that line. And shielding not very useful. Not helping for the mountains. So get here. And hope that the Vec come this way. So let's get Camila. Where's Camila? Let's get Camila here, hoping to attack. This one can only reach here. And the beetle. Yeah, hopefully one beetle will target me. Region scan. Initiating deployment. Evasive maneuver complete. Back web went high and wide. And here beta D. This beetle to attacking me, but if I'm not careful, the second one will destroy the coal plant. So probably need to smoke. Could smoke him. Let's see. Could push. Push it with silica and kill these. And now I have smoke, and then one beetle will kill the other. And they get some electric damage. That achievement. You're getting skill with your mech pilot silica. Well done. And Silica got HP. Not too bad. Actually, I don't think pilot can get two of the same skill, so got the worst. The worst two. But now we have 4 spawns. That's the downside of killing enemies. More spawns. Could just push it and block. Probably what I'm going to do. But also I need to destroy the mountains, and Rocket Mech is the only one able to damage 2 tiles. I'm going to reset because I think, yeah, if I invert the order, can get this free, or I can get some damage here. Yeah. Reset. What was that? Just a moment of deja vu, like when you first arrived. And new timeline. Jessica does not remember what happened, but just light deja vu. So if I push this away, waste using Jet Mech just to push its light to the side. Yeah. Don't get mech damage. I could actually kill. Or destroy the mountain. I think I want to block and get the mountains. Here? Yeah, only the targeted tile needs to be on the map. Here it works. Just fine. And one hit, thanks to the Vec, help of the Vec before. Mountains collapsing, and we got objective, and now what we did before. have to be R.S.T trained like I am to fight in the storms back. And so this is how it reveals the origins. Bethany is from Pinnacle, Camila and Silica are from R.S.T, though Silica is a android, so probably Zenith had something to do with that. The wiki talks about collaboration between islands. Only could push the factory away. Kill the blob scion. We could risk a bit going in a corner. And get this one killed. Smoke always first. This one want to block because of the smoke. Get 5 smoke damage and exactly what I needed. Stormy Weather. The back have reached the top side, there'll be more trouble now. And we just need to kill one more. Completed all the objectives. Now we just need to finish the island. Rocket Mech can kill here. And yeah, I'll cut the time that I spent thinking. Then we can push extra smoke damage. Pointless smoke damage. Kill this one. So we get actually 16 smoke damage though. It won't count anymore. Back having routed, Commander. Well, that's Vex one to worry about. I read the battle reports. I'm impressed. You and the Rusting Hawks were very thorough in the extermination. Jessica compliments us, Miss. Went very well. So we have defended solar farms. We shaped the weather patterns of the island so our solar farms can harvest sunlight 12 hours a day, but to do that the farms need to remain standing. Volatile back. They don't die quietly, they detonate. Not kill, make it run. We already seen that one. We have seismic activity, which is ground tiles will periodically sink to the chasms. Instead, this one is more fun. The map will gradually break apart into a massive chasm. So probably from this side, I don't remember ever coming from the left. So either here or here. What I want to do is remove the storm generator and pick, confuse shot so I can deal with the borrowers, or I could actually afford shock cannon. Yeah, let's stay with the usual. We have actually too many cores. But yeah, I keep the movement pushing here and pushing here. For this one. The cataclysm failure of a terraformer in the region is destroying the land. Try not to fall into the depths. Thank you for your concern, Jessica, and yes, seismic activity is coming from here. Otherwise you would have just went around the buildings. Doesn't look as cool. But yeah, we have 2 borrowers, so hopefully you can use the confuse shot. You don't need to worry about dealing damage with smoke if the Vec are going to fall down. And we got a time pod. Focus on the mission, not the pod. Soldier. Telling us right priorities and need to get rid. Watch your ground with detecting increased subterranean back activity. So, actually, ignore this borrower. Could switch his attack. This one attack. So from here, not actually do a double attack anywhere. So probably best option is to pick up the time pod and damage the burrowers. Or the pod is swallowed by the chasm. Pod extracted from terrain. Don't need to worry about this one. Need to do like this. And push this away, get the shield. And push this way. Hopefully the scorpion will fall sooner or later. This island is tearing itself apart. How does R.S.T survive here? Well, they are the hardy bunch. And Vecweb went high and wide. So the scorpion is gone. The hornet will not die. Chasm. Just push it away actually. And this one is stuck. So luckily this one, Camila is not webbed. Can come here, reach this attack. Come here, hit my own mech to free him. Free it, and Cataclysm will act first, so Mark Tides will become chasms at the start of the enemy turn, killing any ground units present. And so this one will die, this one will stay here, and I can flip and then come over here. Fall should keep that back, definitely. You can see the bottom. So the confused shot ended up turning out quite good against the Pulse Mech weakness, the burrowers. Also, it could get smoke by attack here, but yeah, smoke does not damage anymore. So you can ignore this hornet because the building is shielded. To get out of here, yeah, 4, so there's smoke, and the map is full of smoke actually. An issue for everyone. No, I cannot reach here in any way. So yeah, I need to use Jet Mech. Cannot take any more damage. And this one. And I can just shield everyone. Now encased in Pinnacle shield. And that shield proved quite useful. We did it. Closer than I wanted, but ended up all shielded. Repair teams report barely a scratch on your mechs. Efficiently done. You can reallocate the damage control teams to civilian relief and city protection. Luckily, she doesn't comment on the fact that I damaged my own mech. And we get a very powerful weapon. Wind Torrent, push all units in a single direction. And you can just use one or unlimited for an extra core. I think this is way overpowered. But now it's time to tackle corporate HQ. I don't know if there's a correlation between pilot and weapons, but probability, but having Wind Torrent with Silica, it means it's a free action. And yeah, so anywhere you are, you can just push the Vec around. You also get a resist in the simulation, great. I had to decide between the micro artillery, the smoke generator. It's wrong not to bring smoke with the resting hulks. I'm going to keep the confused shot, and now we are ready to go. A Vec monstrosity is assaulting our tower. We have to rely on you at this final time to help us. And here's the Vec monstrosity in question. We can put this down on water since it's flying. We can put any mech in water the starting turn. He can act since it's flying. And no one can web me to here, hoping that the Alpha Beetle is dumb enough to target me, but probably prioritize the corporate tower. Vec excavation commencing. And yeah, we managed to get the Hornet leader. Was too far away from the corporate tower, so the second best option was to target us. That went perfect. Not sure if you can go through mountains. Usually the attacks don't work through mountains. Of course it's massive, so we cannot just drown it. But Super Stinger with 3 tiles in a row is actually one of the easiest leaders. Alpha Beetle can flip its attack and kill this one, depends on the order, of course. No. Scarab first. And as soon as I remove the micro artillery, here there are 3 in a line, perfectly placed. I cannot reach this tile. Cannot reach this tile. But what I can do is just use Wind Torrent, drown this one, and move this one. So you can see it's way too powerful. And also maybe I should consider moving. Yeah, I cannot just 3. I removed the movement. Oh, cannot reach this. And of course, if we push through a mountain, too late. So yeah, these are the zones that you can target basically anywhere, even if there are buildings. You can also do that. I believe drowning is more important. Too overpowered, but the game gives me that, I'm going to use it. And now we can move away from the Hornet, or I can attack again, actually. Yeah, they like this, probably it's the best option. Well done, let water do the work if you can. And now you can almost kill the leader in first turn. Don't see if attack through mountain. I don't think so. But yeah, I cannot do anything. Only shielding. I'm going to shield everything. Well, going to lose the shield immediately. The corporate tower is the delicate one. But let's see what the beetle cannot go anywhere, so we're already covered here. The Hornet leader is angrier than the Alpha Hornet in the eyes. Even though the portrait is the same, aside from color, the sprite's eyes are angrier. And we got the Blood Psion. Let's see, opportunity to use the smoke. And again, using Wind Torrent would make this a joke, basically. Leader's gone. Alpha Beetle will target nothing. Alpha Hornet. Yeah, Alpha Beetle will act first, otherwise I could damage it. Could take 1 damage and get 1 block, but lose this block. So. Probably it's worth it. So this one will die, this one will block. And here we have just these 3. Easy. Wow. And make him block a spawn. Like this. But this will survive. Oh well. Temporal physics used to make my brain hurt. Now they do, literally. And so it's... Smoke is not reliable if we're going to move back around. I'm just going to kill this one. Move everything this way. This one will block a spawn. Then we block another spawn. They get a shield. The Alpha Borrower came just to show me that I cannot have a perfect mission, so 1 vac is survived. Not important. Also, yeah. Shield also the damage. And won't get the hit, but we are good. Because in any roguelike, if you get the perfect weapon, it becomes too easy. I must admit that was an impressive performance. We rest easier knowing that Vec monstrosity no longer infests our island. And you got perfect talent with a rare compliment. You completed every mission on R.S.T despite the odds. You've earned my respect, roasting hugs, and everything we can offer. And we got a volcano artillery, which be interesting with an extra backburn instead of the smoke. Already full, and also there's my favorite pilot, for what he's saying, not for the special. Archimedes. Move again after shooting. Too late to put him anywhere because I like his dialogue, but we have 3 max level pilots. Want to be part of the last mission, and we already got the maximum score, 30,000 saved people. Explosive vents, and another prime class weapon, blast all adjacent tiles. Unstable cannon, powered projectile that causes damage to shooter as well as target, and again we'll see that in a different squad. Mercury fist, swimming in prime class weapons, smash the ground, dealing huge damage and pushing adjacent tiles. 4 damage, 1 use per battle. And now we have an interesting weapon, the ice generator, any class, freeze yourself and nearby tiles. But we have swimming weapons, so Wind Torrent is by far the best here also. Need to decide Storm Generator, because we have plenty of cores and the Confuse Shot. If an attack is asymmetrical, Confuse Shot will not do anything. So I could actually put any weapon, of course. But I'm going to keep Backbone fixed. This is first run with the new squad. The aerial bombs, rocket artillery, air pulse. Just give me my rifle and I'll be happy. Doesn't care about upgrades, but we'll buy 2 more power cores over here. Need to decide if I want to keep the heavy artillery or the micro artillery. We didn't use the force dump, but there will be many more chances. I think I want to keep the heavy artillery because it's been more useful to cover the cross pattern. Also if there's a blobber or something like that. And we have plenty of cores. Actually, I'm going to sell everything and come back here. So this is interesting. Too late on the run. And we can sell our pilots. If we don't use, there won't be any more chances. Shock cannon. Arms. Engine. Got best version. And here we have 15 corporate reputations. And we could actually max out. Also, in the last mission it will not contribute, so maximum score. We don't need to worry about power. We get 5 reactor cores. We have 13 more overpowered bonus to get a higher chance, the highest chance of resisting, but don't see the point. If you don't make mistakes, it becomes too easy at the end. But that's the 4 island. Here we need to decide between damage or move, which is best. Health is not needed with the shield. And so let's get... I'm going to put it here. And extra move would be good. You can see that it's maxed, so we cannot add more. But Probably since it's flying and there's double shot, don't plan to move it too much. So let's get the move here, or simply plus damage. Swimming in power course, and I still wanted one more. 3 moves is not enough. So something like this work. 5 could be better, but could be 6. You have the wind torrent to compensate. Leave the island, and now that we secured everything, Volcanic Hive, the last stand. With the Vec driven off the islands, you have the chance to wipe them out at their source. You are humanity's last hope. So we have a Scorpion leader, webbing all target, preparing to deal massive damage to adjacent tiles. So it does 2 damage, but it also pushes. This is an island leader. The confusing shot would have done absolutely nothing. I hope that he'll target me and I'll move away. I come all this way, just a little further. Flying remote power pylons, they'll keep you connected to the grid. So there are no civilians inside, no worries about a score, just need to survive. And yeah, we have volcano, which lava flow, tile here will turn into lava. Watch out for the active volcano. Will throw rock at us, throw rocks everywhere, and flow lava from indestructible volcano that blocks movement and projectiles, but can still be targeted. For example, if you want to smoke the tile below, can still be targeted like this, though there won't be any effect on the volcano itself. So here the Scorpion leader picked great place. The Alpha Beetle is here. Let's see what attacks first. Perfect. Was very good. The humble Pulse Mech can actually dispatch the 2 most powerful enemies. Move the 2 most powerful enemies in 1 turn. I'm going to do that. But I could be doing this and get a cool combo, but I can just use Wind Torrent. Bit anticlimactic, but well, it works. And yeah, back now conducting an authorized diving expedition. The humor only Android can have, and now I can use. Don't want to push everything again. I'm going to use the Pulse Mech to damage the island leader. And also, since we have extra damage, and I don't want to move anymore. I want to move the tiles around. I'll just stay here. Cannot move after the first attack, just attack twice. It's already too powerful. So this leader won't do anything and will block for us. Got a blobber, but should be able to manage. That's why I wanted the cross pattern, because this situation perfect. Don't even need to worry about freeing from the web. The Vec went exactly where I wanted. Got them. Good job, Bethany. And also the Alpha Blobber is exactly on the tile where a volcanic projectile will strike here. Fireball will strike. Destroying anything, so after lava flow, fireball, and actually I didn't have a projectile plus the fireball, so I can just move those away. Would add some shields, since not many back around. I want to get stuck blocking. Pinnacle shield integrity has failed. This VEC is not clear for surfacing. That's what Silica says when formal speech for when it's blocking. Other pilots will say, joke about their butt. But now, again, you can just push twice. Getting. Yeah, I don't need to worry about fire because I'm shielded. And I can just push twice. For some reason I need to come here. So it's moving all the board. It's like cheating in pinball. At least I can get here. I need to be careful because even though it's quite clear sometimes I don't see the warning top of my back with the fire going. But we're good to go. Wow. So I can get this one, but I can also use wind power again. So I'm not going to burn into the lava, which behaves like water but inflicts fire on surviving unit, but it cannot attack because it's like water, and can just shield myself and actually if I try to kill it, I will die here, so seems that this one will survive. Just damage, but not kill it. But repairing or not doesn't make any difference because we are done. Except not really. Survive the fight. But it's incoming seismic activity. Brace yourself. Seismic readings are off the charts. And this VEC. It won't fall down. Because it was on the border. Yeah. Sending down power pylons. Keep them operational. We don't have any more. If we hope to destroy this hive, we'll need a lot more bombs. Applying our Renfield bomb. Defend it while it primes. It will destroy the hive. And the Renfield bomb. Affirmative. You heard the CEO, people. Let's get this done. Also the nice touch. Getting always Renfield bomb. Killing the last VEC. Just one. Get crushed by the bomb. So we have 4 turns. Defend the Renfield bomb until it explodes. If it dies, we'll get a new one from the heavens. And we have 4 more turns. But now we have falling rocks. And we have a beta leader. Charge a light every tile. Path of Fire, which I already seen in the first run, but not dead because it's a leader, but this one will die from the environment or jump into the lava without the environment. This one will die, falling rock. This one will die of falling rock. So we just need to damage this one as much as possible. Now we'll die from the fire. It's even before the environment. And I'll just block. It won't matter because it will move anyway. But I'll get a shield. We'll block just to guarantee. Don't need XP. There is no reason to let it go. And you can get the beetle jumping. Now we get the final Psion. Always in this run. Only in the final mission. Live targeting. All player units take 1 damage at the end of every turn, which includes the Renfield bomb. So it's immune to fire, but it will do 1 damage 3 turns, so 3 damage. Don't need to worry. But yeah, I don't have anything else to do than to destroy it. So let's kill everything. So, well, this one will die. Blocking here, but I could have chosen a better place to do that. Also, blocking, so yeah, it's a bad wind torrent. Did we just create a new timeline, or Bethany asking the important questions? Also, this one is just a mountain. Different style, also cool tentacles. We are near the hive mind probably. And just need to the big explosion. So what I want to do is first not to get burned. Then can move this way. So of course this mech at the end of the map can go anywhere, it won't fall off, but these will die. And now we can block tentacles. This unit here will die and the tile will turn into lava. So no need to worry about this, but we'll get 1 damage each and can avoid that. This just because I can. And now we can see the tentacles destroying the spawn. We got just 2. Can dispatch them easy. Again, falling rocks, not an issue. Can push everything this way. This point, nowhere left to go. Actually going to shield. Well, I wanted to shield the Renfield bomb, but Here it's another falling rock, even though with the smoke is a bit confusing. Luckily I realized it in time, because I don't have the reset anymore. So just block here. Get some smoke damage. That was the whole deal with this squad. Now the Alpha Blobber is not the best could get, but has so much options, just one turn left. The Digger is the one that made me lose the most runs here, because if you don't have weapon dealing 4 damage, or at least 3+ push, it won't work. So we'll take care of that. And before I move, I don't need to worry about this one. Let's just push everything once. I'm going here. Pushing everything, we have a chain reaction, which I don't want, so I'm going to come here, here, push, and this one can just stay here. One will die. The spawn tiles are not disappear, just in case Renfield Bomb dies and the timer resets, so they're still spawning, but unless I put the bomb on the tentacles, we are good. The Renfield bomb is ready. I recommend you leave now or you'll share a grave with the Vec. Farewell, resting hulks. I won't forget you. Now goodbyes. Other timelines need us. Temporal excavation initiated. Re-engaging Vec in alternate timeline with new combat data. Time travelers are safe somewhere. And we get victory. Thanks to the valiant effort of Silica, Bethany Jones, and Camila Vera. The Vec Hive has been destroyed, leaving this timeline for ultimate doom. Humanity can now begin to recover from the destruction wrought by the Vec. Island civilian lives protected. 30k. Won't wait for the credits this time. We'll get back to this. Select one pilot to continue the fight in your next timeline. Took very long time, but I'll cut all the time I spent thinking, so it'll be 4 hours and 38 minutes. Next time we'll focus on playing fast. We don't have time to give Silica the course they need, so we need to pick. Camila has better skills, but considering the next squad is the Zenith Guard, Shield is actually very useful, especially if I have to play fast. But next time we won't be able to think, because I need to move fast, sacrifice a few buildings to get the only time-related achievement with the Blitzkrieg. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care.